Hello, this is RV Vagabond Jerry, and I found a very interesting boondocking spot about 7 miles north of Taos, New Mexico. It has some very interesting features, so I wanted to show you what they have here. And right across from this sign is another one here that says Rio Grande del Norte National Monument, Bureau of Land Management. And this property is actually loaded with signs everywhere. Here's another one. This one and this one. And this I found very interesting. This is the only pole I found that has an electrical outlet on it, and it has a meter here, and it has two 120 15 amp or 20 amp outlets, and I just tested them, but they're not working. And inside of here is a 50 amp outlet, which I have not tested, but I assume it's not working since this one is not working. So I guess it gets turned on whenever someone in authority needs it. And right over here is something else interesting. We've got these 4 poles and then this steel fence around this little square area. And inside of here looks like it's nothing. I don't know if it's maybe a grave, unmarked, but then here is what looks like a gopher hole. So I have no idea why this little square would be protected, if you want to call that a protection. Interesting. Right at the front is this colorful bus, and this one is called the coffee bus that sells coffee and who knows what else. There are various vendors along here at the edge selling all sorts of things, jewelry of course, and things that people don't really want, but I guess they buy anyway. There are several signs like this, and it's referring to this water faucet. So let's see what we get here. Nothing. I've tried about 3 of these, and it just provides no water at all. And what is this? It's built into the ground, but I have no idea what that's for. And this looks like a couple super duper large sewer dump stations. There is also a few of these drinking water fountains around, and I've tried a few of these too, and none of them work. There's also several covered picnic tables and trash cans, so that works. And here's a sign: dumpster for rest area use only. Violators will be prosecuted. Dumpster? Is this the dumpster they're talking about? Haven't seen any other big dumpsters. Here's another warning sign about this dumpster next to this covered picnic table. Several of those around. But they do have paved sidewalks all around this park area. They have this big, sturdy restroom building with a rock side. Don't know where that door goes. The men's room is over here. And the restroom has a double door. And this is a steel screen door. And it is locked. Heavily guarded. Got this big, nice restroom building. And locked restroom doors. I checked the women's too, and it's locked as well. They've got 3 storage buildings. I wonder what kind of supplies they got in there, since they obviously are not maintaining the place. This is the billboard to tell you what's going on. And they have a lot of lights around here. I'll find out when it gets dark if these lights are working or not. Here's another side on the side of the restroom building. Do you approve of rest area? YN. I suspect they put these parent guardian signs on there because he didn't like what people wrote behind them. Here's another warning sign. And this, I think, is the most important sign. Remaining in this area or facility for more than 24 hours is a violation of law, subject to a fine of not more than $100. So that very negative sign I'm taking as a positive thing, that you're allowed to stay here for 24 hours. And this sign says no parking off pavement. Well, I parked off pavement because there's no RV parking spaces on pavement. It's only for small cars. But it doesn't say that it's a violation of law, so I hope I'm okay with that. Well, this is a surprise to me. This is a bus stop. How about that? Rapid transit. I wonder if the bus really stops here. There's the schedule. Huh. How about that? And here's another sign that says that this whole area along the Rio Grande is state park area. And if you're wondering what the river looks like, it's way down there. I'm gonna have to go up on the bridge to get a video of the river. You can just barely see a piece of it here. Here's another sign right along the gorge. And if you don't speak English, you speak Spanish, they want to make sure everybody knows about that. I guess they don't want you going beyond the fence there. They have this chain link fence along here to discourage you from going over. This looks like a viewing spot. Let's see what it looks like from this vantage point. Ooh, looks like somebody has squeezed through the fence or something. You can see the river over here, way on the right. It's a big canyon. Well, I'm gonna go out on the bridge now. Rio Grande Gorge Bridge. And again, this place has an amazing amount of signage. No vending on highway right away. No parking on shoulder. I guess somebody didn't like that sign. Actually, I don't see how you could park on this shoulder. It's about 1.5 feet wide. And notice, please supervise your children. The EMDOT is not liable for injuries and accidents in this rest area. I wonder what this sign is. Well, this is actually a nice sign. So I'm somewhat near the middle of the bridge where they have these two overlook points here. And just in case you were considering jumping off the bridge, here is your last chance to stay alive, I guess. There's one of those on the other side here as well. I guess if you push this button, then you could talk to somebody who will persuade you not to jump off the bridge. So let's see what it looks like down here. I think this is near the middle, not quite, but close to the middle of the bridge. So the river is really small. It's not very wide. At least it doesn't look like it from here. But look at this canyon. This is a huge canyon. It's one of the biggest river canyons I've seen anywhere. This is looking down from the side of the bridge. I bet that water is really shallow there. This is the other side, which would be the east side of the bridge. Water looks a little deeper here. Wow. Look how huge that canyon is. I wonder how many people have jumped off of this bridge, that they need to put these crisis centers on it. I certainly would never jump off a bridge, no matter how bad things got. I want to leave a handsome corpse when I die, for people to take one last look at me. This is back on the west side, and as you can tell, this is really late in the day. You can tell by the shadows here. Wow. Looks like some people have been trying to start a lovelock theme, but seems like it just has not really taken off well. Not many lovelocks here. There's also some nice mountain views in the distance. This sign I can't quite figure out. If I'm using their water, well, if they had it turned on, how do I know if I'm using it for domestic use or not? I don't quite get it. So this is where I'm staying tonight. I have two of my three slides out. I got this one out for a little space comfort, and I got this one out to get some air into my bedroom there. When I'm sleeping, I like a little cool air in this situation. Well, am I right that this is a very interesting boondocking site? And about the 24-hour rule, if you want to stay here for 2 or 3 days or so, you could just leave in the morning and go into Taos and do whatever you want to do in Taos, and then the next evening come back here and stay another night. I figure that is 2 separate visits. So I think you could actually stay here for several days, as long as you leave during the day and then come back again later. Am I right, folks? Good day.